Hey everyone. I'm trying to read my way through my week 5 notes. Yeah, I've listened to the recording twice today, and previously at least once before. Twice actually, I think now. So several times. And anyway, I've been trying to do each. I've been trying to do each week's practice questions. Yeah. From memory the first time round. And so I went to do week 5's practice questions today when I got home from my tax accountant's appointment. And I realised that I would need to read it through again. Just to have it sink in more, obviously. Now, it's 8:12 in the evening on the 8th of August 2023. It is Tuesday night, Melbourne, Australia. What did I do? I thought I'd put my phone on a lower volume or something, or I don't know. I kept waking up and going back to sleep, and lately, this exhaustion, this pain, this feeling like I'm going to fall straight over when I stand up and get out of bed. It's not getting any better. In fact, today was really bad. And anyway, I slept, right? I just keep sleeping. I ignored phone calls in the morning. I answered a phone call from the hospital. More follow-ups about my surgery. So, like I said, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow I've got nothing on. I absolutely have to focus because I really, really need to get my citizen stuff sorted. My accountant didn't think it should matter if my mum's birthday was incorrect. And in the moment, I couldn't remember the exact reason why it is, and even now. But I do remember that it needs to be fixed because somewhere along the application, obviously I have to prove who I am in various different ways. Yeah, I'm from New Zealand, but I've been living in Kiwi limbo land here in Australia until the laws changed on the 1st of July this year, which means I can now apply for citizen. And I really need to apply to be a citizen more than anything because I really need to be on the NDIS because I should not be working. And I shouldn't say it like that because I can. It's just, like I've said many a time, it's the simplest thing I've ever had to do, and it pays for my treatment. And yeah, I will get citizenship. I just need to get this stuff fixed. Anyway, tax accountant went really well. Showed me a bunch of stuff, and again, in the moment, didn't ask for it. Got home, and I was like, man, why didn't I ask him to print that part out too? Because I need to obviously tell Centrelink what's going on with having the 3 hours a week job, yeah? And I said to him, I was like, I've been putting money aside for tax. I'm very aware that I may need to, pay Centrelink money. I don't know. I was like, but I figured I may as well see you before I see them because I don't know what the fuck I'm meant to be doing or saying. I was like, that's why I pay you. You've seen the same accountant for 15 years. And even today, I didn't get out of bed until, I keep thinking it's 12:30, but I'm trying to work backwards because I remember in my head being like, and mind you, I'm going to add to this, I was absolutely busting to go to the toilet for hours. 4 maybe something hours. Me, a fucking getting surgery on my bladder. It was excruciating, but I just kept thinking, if I get up, I will have to stay up. I cannot get up and pee and then go back to bed, and I'm not ready to get up. And it didn't matter that it got to like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And I knew my appointment was at 2:30. And I kept thinking, why did I pick the freaking in-person one when they do Zoom? Why? Why? And like, I probably would have just kept pushing the snooze button or what. I don't even think it was on by that point. It was like half asleep, half out. Not a. Ugh. Anyway, in my head I kept thinking about how I'd always been one of those people who was able to like just get up and get ready in 10 minutes and go. Like, that was awesome. I don't know. Don't know whether that went. Probably when all my disabilities started taking over. Like today, when I did get up, I felt so fucking shit in the sense of my legs just felt heavy. I felt like I was going to collapse. Like I had to just sit down. Like, I honestly remember thinking to myself, that's it, this is it, I'm putting the fucking walking stick back in the car. I have to. I'm going to have to, I don't have to, I've got one, but like I wouldn't mind getting one that I can jazz up. Like, motherfucker, like I'm at that point. I was there before and I'm here again. And it sucks, but like I was visibly shaking today to the point where my accountant was like, he mentioned something and I was like, yeah, I did try to call and I asked, because it was like a family business and his dad takes care of all the bookings and whatnot. I was like, I did call to ask for it to be changed to a, like over the phone or a Zoom meeting, but I was told it was impossible because of the short notice. And I said to him, I was like, in the end, it worked out well because it got me into the shower, and even though I didn't wash my hair, I did get in the shower. So I feel like that's a win. I went to the accountant's appointment. I love my accountant. I'll be honest and say I do. Anyway, I learnt all the rules about what I got to do and whatnot, and I got all the paperwork, so I have to go and see them Centrelink people. I came home and did something, read some stuff, I think. I attended my seminar. Oh no, I came home and I went after, I'm confused. Anyway, after the appointment, actually, I went to my pharmacist because I needed to pick up medication. Came home and did the pill box. While talking to Frank on the phone, because I obviously messaged him and I was like, got your missed call, but I slept until like, I don't even know what time. Yeah, like 1:45 maybe. Anyway, I was happy. Like, I attended the seminar. It was a very short one. That's not true. Very small one. There was like 7 people, 8 people then, for the 2 hours. It was 2 hours. Like, I got to admit, I find it somewhat interesting, amusing. My bladder didn't like it, I'll put it that way. Like, on campus, a 2-hour seminar is really an hour and 40 minutes because usually you get a 10-minute break at midway, and then all classes finish 10 minutes early to get to the next class. And yet when it's online, you're not even given 5 minutes, let alone 10. You're given like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'm just like, that's not enough time for my bladder, let alone getting a drink and whatnot, as well. I was like absolutely busting for, I reckon, the last 40 minutes, but I actually sat at my desk, like I cleaned my desk today. Like, my house is relatively good, except for my room, my office room, because my mountain of laundry is like 2 baskets full high now. It's all good. They're getting done. I'm working my way through the sheets and the towels at the moment. Though I'm saying that, I know I have to do them tomorrow. But yeah, I really have to obviously work my way through reading these notes as well. But on top of that, I need to watch this movie. Like, I actually really have to now, because like I got to start working on this assignment, and that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna set these alarms that I absolutely detest. Um, but they do the fucking job. That's for sure. I am at a point, I will say, which I'm really glad to say, where learning and reading and studying is more important and is taking over, in the sense of, like, I'm not just watching Netflix. It's like 8:22 and I'm talking to you all, obviously, but like, I've been doing school stuff since, 4, 5 o'clock. And yes, I know I haven't done it all day and whatnot, but I am focusing on the good. I'm exhausted, like I truly am. I have so much I want to talk about, but like I said, the exhaustion, there's only so much here. And I got 2/3 of the way through the questions for week 5, and like I said, it's open book, these things, but I've got this state of awareness right now where it's just like, oh my fucking god, I can just see every single little, not everyone, but so many of these things where it's just been like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the simplicity of what I'm doing this unit, this trimester, the way I'm doing it is what I should have been doing the entire time. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but like, I'm at that state of exhaustion again where I'm like, I know I need to stop rambling, because if I don't, I will start saying stuff that doesn't make any sense because I'm too tired to try and explain it. And I really do want to try and get through the end of these questions. I did participate in this seminar, I'm going to say that. The teacher asked us a question about like people sharing and like personal experiences and whatnot, and I shared in the chat that I have a channel that I've been doing this for 587 days. It's day 587. Thank you. Thank you for all of you. Thank you if you're watching me. I have realized also in the past number of days that I have gone, I think, from talking to you who is watching me, to something I see behind you in my mind's eye. And I can definitely feel and see the difference. It's like the perspective change. And it's interesting. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Good night, people.